Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review of the EspTiger Tang Dao and all my thoughts and opinions on this mouse pad and if I think it's worth picking up over everything else. And before we get started, I just want to say that only 16% of you guys are subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified on all my latest videos. So first I want to start with the basics. This is a 480 by 400 mouse pad. It's a little bit smaller than the standard mouse pad or the standard eSport sizing that Artisan uses, 490 by 420. And I kind of felt restricted in my side to side movements. But my up and downs felt completely fine. The 480 is just a little bit shorter than I'm used to. The stitching is really good. It's super thin, super low profile. It actually is under the surface. This is using a 4mm rubber base. This is using a 4mm thick Poron base. I believe this is using polyurethane and not authentic Rogers Poron. I could be wrong, but it's a lot shinier than I'm used to with most Poron bases. And it sticks really, really, really well. Like, you let it sit on your desk for about a couple minutes, and then you have to really peel it up off the desk. But overall, it's a super solid, like, stitching and base combo. It's really good. Next, I want to talk about just the surface. The surface is a smooth control surface. There's kind of like a light fuzzy feeling, but it's not super, like, textured at all. It's very, very smooth overall. And when it comes to control, it's a bit quicker. On the control side, it's closer to a zero mid. It's a very firm Poron base. This isn't really soft. This is more like a mid-soft, similar to what the Whale uses in his mid-soft pads. Like on the Blitz, on the Pels, and on the Riz, they're very firm. On the mid-soft versions, this feels very firm for a 4mm pad. Now, I just want to talk about the consistency. I've used this pad for about 2 weeks now, and I've had absolutely no consistency issues. It still feels like day one, actually. But I've had absolutely no issues when it comes to me using the mouse with different skates. Like right now we're using the Ghost Glide Edge Runner Dots 2. Or even with Tiger Ice or BTL skates, they are very smooth and consistent. And like I said, I've had no issues with them slowing down over time. This mouse pad has been really good through the humid environments that I've been living in. And I've, again, had no issues. So now I want to go on to the comparison section of this video. I'm going to be comparing it to a couple of the popular mousepad options on the market. So let's get started. So first I want to start with the Lethal Gaming Gear Saturn Pro. This is the 4mm V2 Saturn Pro. The difference between these two, if you are upgrading or if you're wanting to get a different pad from the Saturn Pro, is that the Saturn Pro feels a lot softer. I do have the X-Soft version, but even on the soft variants, it still feels softer than the Tang Dao. The surface feeling really smooth again. It's very similar to the Tang Dao, except that Tang Dao, like I said, has a very light, fuzzy feeling. It's not super, like, it's not even super noticeable, but it's something I do want to say that, like, it feels slightly fuzzy compared to the Saturn Pro. The Saturn Pro has absolutely certain, like, no surface feel. It's so smooth. Next, I want to go to the Artisan Zero Soft. This, again, feeling very similar to the Tang Dao when it comes to the speed. It's relatively quicker. It's on the quicker side of control pads, and I feel it's very similar to the Tang Dao, where the Tang Dao is much more quicker than the standard control pad, which has a very muddy feeling. But overall, I would say this is best compared to the Artisan Zero over any other mouse pad that I can even think of. And finally, I want to do the Raven Mori, which is, again, another really slow mouse pad, but this being ever so slightly slower than a Saturn Pro, it will feel, again, if you're coming from this to the Tang Dao, it'll feel a lot quicker. And the only reason why I even pulled it out was because this is 4mm again, with the same polyurethane base that a lot of mouse pads are using. But like I said, it's just so much shinier. But yeah, that should be it. Hopefully this review did help you. This isn't one of my top picks for mouse pads. It's relatively boring. It wasn't really much to talk about. It's a standard solid control surface that wasn't really interesting to me at all. It is very firm, and I wasn't really a big fan of that either. But it's definitely a solid pickup if you don't have a good mouse pad. If you're looking at getting this from like the Artisan Zero, Saturn Pro, or any other solid control pads out now, it's not really going to be anything worth wowing. But yeah, that should be it. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'll be hanging from a street light, singing out my